is extremely easy. You don't need any nimpo. What you just do right there is activate the fight, and make sure you use incendiary shurikens when you need them, especially for the mages. Now you can kill a couple people, start chaining UTs if you want, or use your wind nimpo to take care of a few. Now Lunar is great for being in really tight corners. Makes this fight a heck of a lot easier, and if you want you can even do guillotine throws onto walls. There's so many different things you can do. It can be a little bit difficult when all these enemies are right next to you. And don't worry about losing any health. I'm using my wind nimpo just for the iframes it gives me. All you have to do is stay alive for this fight. Don't use any items. There's no excuse to use any items for this upcoming fight, because you're going to be able to replenish your health right after. Now I've taken care of all these guys. Archers are going to come at you one by one. Really makes this fight a heck of a lot easier by staying in the corridor. Once you get the first couple guys killed, you can start using the essence for UTs. You can guillotine throw people on the wall. Being in this tight corner makes the Lunars jump XXY as Zuna drop much easier to pull off and connect. And I believe there's 4 archers here, and again they come at you just one at a time. Just makes it really easy. And the last guy, I'm just gonna do one of my favorite moves with the Lunar. Forward YYXY Zuna drop. Make sure you avoid that cartwheel because they're going to try to grab you again. Okay, that was pretty simple. I'm going to go in here and make sure I got everybody. No more archers left. Go back, save, replenish your health right here. There you go. Restock on your incendiary shurikens, and run back and save and get ready for the next set of fights coming up. Okay, the next couple fights coming up are not too bad. What you want to do is, I love using the Lunar in their Van Gelf fights, so we're going to go right back to the same strategy of chaining Lunar ETs and UTs. This first one is pretty easy, but unfortunately the Van Gelf doesn't cooperate as much as he normally does. So let's run over here, cross corners a little bit, and I'll start charging your 360 UT. Typically he comes up and starts attacking you, but in this case he started spamming projectiles. So I'm going to try to do an XXY, and he hit me right before I could do the Y. So dodge is jump, you can always attack him after the dodge. X forward XX, otherwise known as the crotch shot for these guys. Try to keep on doing that until he's dead. Just get him back for what he did, not following his typical rules. So jump down here, charge a 360 UT, and you release it, and you should bring it right into the spawning field. You should hit one. If you don't, no big deal. Just start jumping, tossing incendiary shurikens, and start doing your on-landing charge. Over and over again, you can get a free refill of incendiary shurikens. Use them to your advantage, and make this fight a heck of a lot easier. You'll kill more, you'll do more UTs, this fight will go faster. Like I said, you get free refills, why not use them? This fight can be a little challenging because a lot of these guys all at once and they can surround you. So just jump over and try to keep them spread out so you don't get surrounded. And there's also a chest in this area, and you'll see it towards the end of the fight. This chest is a dynamic chest, and it contains either an herb, 5,000 essence, or blue essence depending on what your status is. Now since I'm maxed out on herbs, I'm going to be able to get 5,000 in essence out of this chest. But if you're not maxed out on herbs, make sure at least you replenish your health, and then you get a free herb out of it. So you can see that chest out to the left. Do not open it until you've gone back and replenished your health. Now personally, I see nothing wrong with going back and using that Xbox as much as you need. It's the only chapter where you get it, and if you don't use it, it's going to go to waste. You see I saved the last Van Gelf and did a UT on him just to get more essence. We're going to run back really quick, replenish the health, and then we're going to go back and open the dynamic chest. Then we're going to run back and save again. So I've already replenished my health, as you can see. I'm going to show you where that chest is, just in case you didn't see it before. It's off to your right. Open it up. Now again, if you don't have maxed out herbs, you can get an herb. If you do are maxed out herbs and you have your life maxed out, you can get 5,000 essence. Okay, run back and save, and we'll start the next fight. Okay, I'm going to do the test of Valor next, so I'm going to use the Scythe. And the reason I'm using the Scythe is just time. You can use a Lunar 360 UT, and it'll work just as well. It'll just take longer. So the whole strategy is to delimb the cannonball zombies and get rid of their cannon first. If you get rid of their chainsaw. If you hit a leg, just go ahead and do an OT, because you want to get all these zombies so they're not shooting their cannons at you. A couple of tricks I have for getting rid of the cannons, or at least just one trick that I know to increase your chance, is get on the left side of them, so be on the side of their chainsaw, and that will increase the chance that your incendiary shuriken will remove the cannon instead of the chainsaw. So now I've gotten rid of right there. You see me health, see where the sparkler lands? It lands, and that'll tell you if you're going to actually be removing the chainsaw, or if you're removing the cannon. So now we got all the chainsaws, all the cannons removed. I'm just going to start doing UTs over and over again. Collect all the essence, kill any respawning zombies, or delimb the cannon, and just repeat this over and over again. And this is extremely easy. I do get hit a couple times with cannons. They just slowly take away your health, and I get hit a couple times with by the scorpions. I'm running over here, getting away from everybody, replenishing my health. See it right there. And now we're just about done. Yeah, it's very, very, very simple. Lots of essence. This chest here is either going to have a Talisman of Rebirth, or it's going to have 50,000 in essence if you have a Talisman. So that's why it's absolutely critical you do not use your Talisman until after this Test of Valor, because it's an easy 50,000 in essence. Now my health is refilled, my Nimpo is refilled. I'm going to go refill my Incendiary Shurikens, run back and save, and then we're going to get ready for the next set of fights, which is going to be Van Gelf and those flying dragons that shoot the fireballs at you. Extremely annoying. Okay, now we're switching over to the Incendiary Shurikens. You can see I have my Lunar equipped. You can probably guess the strategy for the next fight coming up. It's going to be the same old, same old. Shouldn't take too much damage, but it depends on how cooperative the dragons are. So I'm going to show you a little shortcut for getting up here. Just do a wall run, an X, and sometimes if you miss, you can do that last Y and it will help. But I jumped at the right point, and I made it without needing that second Y. So we're going to jump up here, start this fight with a UT. Once you get to this top of the stairs, do a jump, on landing charge. Should be able to start with a UT. Now let's talk about when to use a Talisman of Rebirth. If you don't use it in this chapter, it's going to go to waste, because the beginning of chapter 5, after a few fights, you're going to come across a dead body that has a Talisman of Rebirth on it, and if you can only carry one at a time, bodies aren't dynamic, so if you don't use it here, that Talisman of Rebirth in chapter 5 is going to go to waste. Personally, I like to use it on Alexei, because he's a little bit challenging, especially goes into his Berserker mode, and so I just save it for that and use it to refill my health and refill my Nimpo. All I'm doing here is jumping, tossing Incendiary Shurikens, and doing an on-landing UT or ET. Van Gelfs are gone, so we're just going to start jumping and tossing Incendiary Shurikens. And once I'm out of Incendiary Shurikens, I believe I'm going to have to go to arrows. So it's the same thing over and over.